We're live. Good evening. Welcome to Monday's Uncuffed episode. Society Culture News on the First Stop Podcast channel, the #1 channel where first responders go to be informed and entertained 5 days a week. We're just basically a podcast radio station because real journalism is dead. And we have proof yet again of that with this whole Trump bloodbath hoax that the media created over the weekend. I can't wait to dive into it. Plus, we have K-Gate updates. If you are one of the Royal Watchers, if you don't know what a Royal Watcher is, you're about to find out. Then we got Judge ruling on whether they're going to cancel spring break in Miami or not. If you weren't keeping up with this on our last Uncuffed episode from February, we talked about Miami is breaking up with spring break, which was their cheeky commercial taglines over the February leading up months to now. And, well, we're going to find out tonight if there's going to be a spring break in Miami. And we'll talk to Jay and Margaret, the two comedians that I have here with me, if they've ever been to spring break and their most wild spring break moments. And then we have a black dick jersey swap that we cannot miss tonight. We got all this and more on tonight's Uncuffed Monday.
The growing calls across the nation to defund the police.
To end policing as we know it.
Off the charts violence in New York City. 11 people shot in just 8 hours on Sunday.
This is about the police officers who every single day put on that uniform and they run towards danger when we run away from it.
Oh, I got former police officer, retired police officer, master's degree, bachelor's degree recipients over there, Jay Darrell White. We got Margaret, comedian Margaret, in the house tonight, bringing you a nice live production. So if you're tuning in for the first time, know that this is a live show, and we do have live chatters and live comments. Well, I don't know if I can talk about the medical emergency that our producer is going through right now because he didn't give me permission, so I'll just leave that out. Josh's out on a medical emergency. Thoughts and prayers might be a serious one, so just kind of give him some prayers, throw it up. I don't know, he's not too worried about it, so we'll see what happens. But we do have a live chat, a lot of paid members in the chat today. Oh, Gray Wolf, I'm a Gray Wolf, says John. Tyler has Mike Tauntas. That's a new name. Do you know that? Do you know who that is? Mike Tontas? I don't know.
Hi, Mike.
Hi, Rick. Armory Knight, David J, Will Cray. Thank you guys so much. Everybody being up in the chat.
Will Cray, he is always up here. He's a strong supporter.
He is. He's almost on every show.
Thank you.
We got to give him much love, but I think he probably listens at work.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like, that's what the show is meant for anyway.
Yeah.
You know, was first responders and support. Anybody at work to be able to tune in so they don't have to
notice I see his name a lot, and then
he's in every
Facebook
show
and all that other stuff.
He's in every show. At this point, it's a game. Well, you know what?
Cool.
He's single. He came to our meetup. He came up. We had him. He's from he's from Minnesota. He's one of those hockey players from Minnesota, but he flew in, or might be Montana that he's from. I can't remember. Anyway,
Hockey player?
You know hockey player?
Am I into hockey? Oh, black men don't play no hockey.
But you heard of hockey, right?
Of course.
Other hockey.
What's that? Hacky sack? I mean, hacky sack, not no hockey.
No, we used to say hockey when we was little, but it wasn't a game.
What was it? What'd you do? What?
Hockey.
What is
You
it?
never heard of hockey?
No.
Like tonsil hockey?
No, like hockey, like poop hockey. You never heard of hockey?
Poop hockey.
Hockey, yeah.
What kind of shit y'all doing?
What the fuck?
Right.
Poop hockey?
So tell us what it is.
Hockey is poop.
Oh, you know what? That's crazy because my mom used to say that's bull hockey.
That's
I heard of that.
Oh.
Bull hockey. Yeah, people didn't want to curse, but I didn't know what.
Oh,
So
okay.
hockey is shit.
Yep.
It's another name for shit.
Yep.
Have you ever said shit? The word?
I used to cuss, boy.
Oh, you used to?
I ain't never said GD.
Oh, no, yeah. I won't say that. I won't
Okay,
say
you
that.
did.
Yeah,
I don't even like saying. A lot of people try to take out the D and put a T and say
Like a
God.
gat.
I don't
Got
say
that,
that.
but nah, I
But
don't
you know
even
what?
like that because it's too close.
God damn it didn't even come up until like the 60s. And it was a politician that was saying, damn, like this bill, like God damn this bill,
okay.
like damn it, like get it, like make
So-
this bill go to hell. And that's where the word came from.
But
So he was saying like, God damn it,
Mhm.
like damn it away. So it wasn't a bad thing. And then people were like,
Right.
people just started saying like, God damn you.
Yeah.
But it's not, it's really not
you
blasphemy.
taking the Lord name in
in the
vain.
Bible,
It's not,
in the
though.
Bible that says
No.
God will damn you. But
Sure.
they put it together. And
Yeah,
it's
it was
like
nothing.
the
We
meaning
just made
behind
it.
So you need
We
to
just
put-
made it a
You
thing.
will in it. God We'll damn you. God will damn you.
But see, like, I honestly, like, if you really look at it, and I'm sure this is how God looks at it, but like, if you really look at it in its context, goddamn is not blasphemous. Like, you're not calling God any names or anything. It just doesn't sound good. And so I think, like, you know, some
using his
right wing,
right. That's what I hear. Yeah.
I mean, you know, so it's
But
like,
I mean, that's to me, that's like a bad. I mean, you just tell somebody, you know, you be like,
damn them to hell.
They will damn you, you know. But you say God, that's the highest.
Well, you're just saying, God damn this thing.
You know, this
like,
oh no.
but yeah, it's weird how that revolved, because now it's like into like, God damn it. You know, like,
yeah,
but when I say it, like, I really mean, like, God damn this thing to hell. Like,
but see, that's
make
what I
this
say.
thing
You
go
can
to
say
hell.
fuck, shit, damn, ass, all that. But if you say GD, especially a black Christian,
Oh yeah.
you're
Well, I
in
mean, just like any white Baptist
trouble.
Christian doesn't like it either. So.
You in trouble.
Well, how about this? Since God, you know, GD is pretty offensive. How do you feel about black dick? Are you into black dick? If I show you a picture of black dick right now, if I show you a picture of black dick right now, would you be offended? Live.
You're a Trump
supporter,
so
I grew up on black, you know.
Yeah, I'm gonna show you some black dick real quick. You ready?
Let's go.
Unsolicited black dick.
Looks red to me.
That's right. That's Mr. Black and Mr. Dick. If any of you guys
the
don't know
white
what I'm
guy
talking
name is
about,
Dick.
yeah,
See,
Grady
yeah.
Dick and Anthony Black, NBA players. So you have Grady Dick,
the
who's a
white
white dude, and then you have Anthony Black, who's a black dude.
He's a black-
They both play in the NBA. They did a jersey swap and then took a picture, but they took the picture with the jerseys saying Black Dick together, because, you know, on the back of a jersey is a last name, right? So for the audio listeners that can't see this picture,
You know he got ribbed in school. You know,
Yo.
hey, what's up, Dick?
what's up, Dick?
You gonna go?
How
Somebody
catchy is it?
pick up some dick? Pick up dick. You know, you gonna go?
Bro,
get dick?
you think they
Can you imagine if he was in the military? Private Dick.
Oh, there's had to be.
Private Dick.
Sergeant
Come here,
Dick.
Sergeant Dick.
Oh man, Captain Dick.
No, and that's his last name. You know, because Dick, they use that as Richard for, you know, first nickname. You know what name, but that's
Dick
his
is
last name.
Richard.
Yeah,
is short for
How did you
Richard
not
Nixon. They
know
call
that?
Tricky Dicky.
Do your glasses say comedian Margaret on the side of them? No shit.
Eric and Ray. Wow.
How you get that?
I buy my glasses from Zenny, and you can get it put on there.
Damn.
Yeah, look, you
dude.
got to look close.
But you know what? You reminded me of something. I was married for a long time.
Yeah.
And about 8 years into the marriage, we was laying in the bed. And
Yeah.
God rest his soul. But we was laying in the bed.
He's
and all of a
dead?
sudden, yeah.
Oh my
Died a
god.
couple
Oh my
years ago,
god.
didn't he?
Somebody killed your husband?
So what?
Somebody killed your husband?
Well, he wasn't my husband at the time. He was with somebody else, but yes. It's a long
Oh
story.
my
But he
god,
just stayed
that's
with me, probably
terrible.
Still be alive. Anyway, but make a long story short, yeah. Make a long story short, he's my last 2 kids' father. We lay in the bed 8 years into the marriage, and all of a sudden he goes, I didn't know you. Where you get that hole from? I got holes in the top of my ear. I was born with them.
Okay.
But you date me 2 years and then marry me for 8, and you don't, 10 years later?
Oh
you
shit,
got-
I see the hole in your
Yes,
ear.
uh-huh. But you, and I'm like, you done been all over me, and all of a sudden, 8 years later, you just see this.
Yeah.
He
sure.
must not been an earlobe sucker. Huh?
Yeah, he wasn't looking at your ears.
All in your ear.
Yeah, but I used to tell people, my mom with a straight face. My mama, when she get mad, when she took a needle and she stuck it in one ear and she stuck it out, and it be on both like, what?
Oh
And then I
my.
can take an earring and stick it in my hole.
Oh my
and
god.
it goes deep. It's a pocket, and so they believed it, but it's a.
Yo. Oh my gosh, she's putting an earring in the top of her ear where there's a pocket.
So
that
you were
hole
born
there.
that way.
Yeah, I was born this way.
Jeez.
Well, I can sit by people. I'm like, oh, you just killing me this a while. So we got the holes. But I don't know what that. I don't know what that is. I mean, where it comes from.
So when you count the holes on your body, you count those. You
That would have been a good one. But how many holes I got?
Well, it's funny. That was the question I asked my uncle. I said, "How many holes do you have in your body?" He said, "They don't count."
I'd have to count too.
I know that's he was.
I've never counted the holes in my body ever.
See?
We got a big show pack for you guys tonight. Today's brought to you by ghostbed.com/Wolfpack. We've got factormeals.com/Wolfpack50. And then we got the wellness company with all the traveling med kits, with all the wellness pre-prescribed prescriptions for the end of days. Oh, you know what we have to talk about? This solar eclipse thing coming. Have you guys been keeping up with that?
I saw it on my calendar. Like, what's that black spot on? I thought I had the black spot come on from.
It's on your calendar?
Yeah, it's a black moon.
Well, they have activated the National Guard for this thing, which I don't know if that's normal or not. My wife thinks that they've gotten the National Guard going because they think that there's going to be a lot of people coming and trying to pull over on the highways and things like that to see it. But it's moving across like the center of the country. It's supposed to be like pitch black in some areas. A lot of the conspiracy theorists, which tonight's show is going to be conspiracy theory heavy because we've got the Kate Gate going on here, which I think that might be over right now, or at least it might be in its second stage. It's like the Jamie Foxx saga, right? Like Jamie Foxx disappears, then he comes back and like they question whether it's him or not. But it does look like there was a Kate Middleton sighting here in the last couple of days. So we'll jump into it. But this whole solar thing, man, I guess was on April 8th, I think it is. If I'm not mistaken, I think it's on April 8th. We don't have a producer to check it to us, but yeah, it's coming up. But they're saying that, and then they put out that there could be like a rolling blackout with this thing. Like there might be like a grid disturbance. And I'm like, wait, what? Like, what is this? What does the solar eclipse have to do? I promise you, I think that they're probing.
The year 2000 will come.
Oh yeah, you remember Y2K?
2000. Oh yeah,
dude. Oh, so you know what? My friend's dad was a banker. And they had to work 24 hours that day as bankers. They were like all hands on deck because they didn't know if there was going to be runs on the bank or if the bank was going to shut down and all the computers were going to shut down. And yeah, you know, there was a kid today at the gym. This is how old I'm feeling. You know, there's a lot of people that are adults now, I guess, that didn't live through Y2K or were too young to really remember it.
Well, my daughter was born June 15th, 2000. So of course,
so she don't know Y2K. Yeah. But how old is she? She's in her 20s.
She's 23, so she'll be 24 this year.
Dude, there's a lot of kids. I was talking to a kid in my gym today that I was rolling with, and I was making a reference to DMX. And he's a black dude. He was a black dude.
He didn't know who DMX was?
Well, he played it.
I bet after if you said Nas X, he probably would have known his ass.
So I shamed him for it because I was saying, he said something, and I made a DMX quote from that movie. You remember the movie with him and Jet Li? Cradle to the Grave or whatever it was? Yeah. And so I made a quote from Cradle to the Grave, and then the guy was like looking at me like I was a dumbass. You know, and this is a black kid with dreads, you know, and so I was like, dude, DMX reference from Cradle to the Grave. And he was like, what? And I was like, you don't know DMX? He's like, I mean, I've heard the name. I was like, DMX. And he was like, looking at me like I was stupid. I was like,
these young kids today, if you talk about rappers, old school rappers, probably the only one named
Tupac.
Nope, not even that. Jay-Z.
Okay.
All of them know Jay-Z.
Yeah. They don't know Luda?
I mean, not a lot of them, but I'm saying I think a high percentage of our youth today, if we talking about rap music, who's a rapper, they would say Jay-Z.
Well, they also don't know Y2K. And that made me embarrassed too, because I feel really old. Where were you on Y2K? You don't remember?
2000? I was in
You don't remember the day? The Y2K hit? You guys weren't like hunkering down? Really?
I was drinking.
Yo, my parents wouldn't let me go leave the house.
As a matter of fact, I was in Virginia. I was coming back to North Carolina in 2000. I was so there.
My parents made me come home. I couldn't sleep over at my friend's house because it was Y2K. And my dad had his shotgun out. I had it by the door. Like, I don't know what we thought was going to happen on Y2K, but like, yeah, I mean, everybody thought it was going to be crazy.
Have you seen the bird?
I guess this new solar flare is going to be, Tyler says DMX, rest in peace. Yeah.
I asked the guy about Petey Pablo. He was like, who is that? He's like 26. I said, Petey Pablo. And he was like, oh, you talking about the one that sings, he spoke to me. And I was like, what is that?
What?
So he taught me
sometimes, you have to sing the song, actually. It's funny. Because I was like,
Petey Pablo?
Because I told him, I said, yeah, I got tickets. I'm going to see Rick James. And they're like, who's Rick James? I said, I'm Rick James. I said, okay, yeah.
I'm Rick James,
bitch. You know, and cocaine's a hell of a drug. I said, I had to get him to know who he was. I had to bring him to the Dave Chappelle show. I remember watching the Dave. Yeah, I
fuck your couch.
Remember when he did the skit and Charlie Murphy? We talking about Charlie Murphy.
Yeah, one of the funniest skits of all time.
Oh my gosh, yeah,
like got to be one of the top 20.
Story. It was Charlie Murphy's true story,
dude, and he tells that story so well. One of the best stories.
Fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch. Oh man, that was
darkness.
Brother darkness. Dude, I say that still all the time. Like anytime somebody says like darkness or it's dark, I'll be like, brother darkness. But speaking of conspiracies and everything like that, Kate Middleton is back. So the first article here is from People magazine. Kate Middleton misses traditional outing at St. Patrick's Day parade as she continues surgery recovery. Now, I just learned this quote today. Are you guys by chance royal watchers?
I heard that the King, what's his name? He took,
Charles.
He renounced old girl's her rights. She's not the Duchess or whatever.
What?
No.
Oh, which Duchess? You talking about? Oh, you talking about Meghan Markle?
Yeah, he took her title away from her.
Oh, what did Meghan Markle? Was that Meghan Markle? Well, I don't
think it was.
I'll have to look. I'm not a royal watcher, and I just learned that what a royal watcher is. Now, my grandmother-in-law is a royal watcher, and a royal watcher is somebody who literally like watches what they do over there at Buckingham Palace, but they're all in on it because there's a lot. There's ceremonies.
What we
there's
need to
parades.
be watching is them motherfuckers that's here in the United States in office. That's what we need to watch. We need to watch their ass.
Well, yeah, I don't even know that like the king and queen. Like I don't know how much policy that they actually make. I think they're just more of like a title than anything. But it's like a living reality show.
Them some rich jokers too.
Yeah,
right?
they got some.
You know
money.
what I'm saying? I mean, now the presidents. I'm pretty sure before our presidents get into office, I'm pretty sure they already well paid.
Right.
And you know, they getting paid. I think back in the day, I remember 200,000. I think it doubled now. They get like 400,000.
Right.
You know, while they out, and then when they get out, past presidents gets half of what they was making when they were the president. Right?
Oh, really? They still get paid?
Was it?
Yeah.
Trump
And they still get.
Well, Trump
Secret Service.
didn't take any pay. No, he didn't take any money from.
But
being
over there,
they got
the queen, they have all that
Oh,
stuff, and I'm talking about millions on top of millions. That's close to billions.
I guess technically
Property,
the country
mansions
owns that.
and all that stuff. It passed down when the queen died.
Yeah.
She divvied that out to her sons and grandsons, and I was like, damn. I mean, when I saw the amount, they were talking about close to like billions of dollars. So they rich. They got money.
Yeah, so Armory Nice says the Queen was the first royal that earned money from tourism and removed a lot of power from the royal family. Yeah, because I think like the royal family, like they have money, but that's not their money. It's like the country's money. But
shit,
I mean, they're getting to live in the palaces. They get to do all the things. They get all the dresses and the whatnots and everything. But anyway, so if you're not a royal watcher, you're not keeping up with this whole Kate Middleton thing. She's been disappeared since like December. And everybody, like all the sleuths, all the online idiots like myself, we've all been speculating what happened to Kate Middleton. Where did she go? Is there some kind of conspiracy? Is she dead? Is she alive? Why are they hiding her? So now People Magazine's kind of come out today saying that she had a stomach surgery, but that case got even more weird. And I think we covered it last week when they brought up that picture, and the picture was fake, and everybody proved it was fake, and all the news media outlets found it was fake. So it was this like whole big ordeal. By the way, if you're sitting in your cop car right now and you're like, why the fuck should I care about this? This show is to make you well-rounded and let you know what everybody in society is talking about, so that when you have that DUI on the side of the road and you're trying to stall 5 more minutes before your next breath test, you have something to talk about other than dead babies and domestic violence. So we're just trying to keep you in the know. Or hey, how about this? Maybe you want to talk to your wife about it. You can sit down at the dinner table when she brings it up. You don't have to be like,
I better don't give a shit about them fuckers over there, man.
Now, do black people don't care about royal watchers? Are there any black royal watchers?
No. No.
Do you know any, Margaret?
No, I know you. No.
They don't talk about it if they do.
Yeah. The only people over there that speaks from London or whatever, them women talk about Idris Elba. That's about the only one, the guys over there. That's
so,
all they
you
talk
guys just
about.
don't like black community does not care at all about the royal family.
It don't affect us. It don't affect us really. It don't.
Yeah. Why do you think white women are all
I
into
take
it?
that back now. They did sort of like with the Markle girl.
Yeah, Meghan Markle. But I mean, that's part of the royal family.
Right. So, everybody kind of followed her. I was like, oh shit, we got a sister, half sister or sister, whatever. But she over there. She mixed, yeah. She black. She got some black in her. Look at her.
You didn't know that?
You didn't know that?
Y'all give her credit for that.
Let me tell you something. I don't.
Look, man. Look. Now,
Hold on.
If your daddy white and your mama black, and you come out, you guess what? You
black.
Really? You give her that?
She black.
She looks like a basic white bitch.
No, man.
She don't look like
a
a basic white bitch.
No, she's not white.
Hell no.
She's not white.
She is black,
Bro.
She black. Man.
She's black. You're gonna say she's black.
She is considered
There's
black.
that's not black at all.
On the job, they were saying that they were sitting around talking about what color that baby gonna be. Now that's
Yo,
the baby
what?
look like? She got a baby, right?
Are you fucking
What, they
serious?
got a picture
That
of
is
the
as
baby?
white as you get.
Ain't
No,
white, no.
man. She black, dog.
Black.
Look, Mariah
Are
Carey.
you
What you
are
think
you
Mariah
fucking with
Carey
me?
is? What you
Black?
think? She just as way lighter than her ass.
No,
Pull
get
up a
the
picture
fuck out of
of
here.
Mariah Carey
Hold on,
and put them
hold
side
on.
by side.
MARI.
That ain't no daggone mascara.
Mariah Carey, you're out of your mind, dude.
I'm telling you. Look at her light skin ass. Look at that
is.
dark my ass. You looking at the hair. The hair's what's fucking your
Hair's
eyes
blonde.
up.
What are you talking about?
Exactly.
Skin
The other chick hair
Yo,
was black.
that is.
Yeah, and she black.
Look at Janet.
She's black too.
Yeah. She got a white nose though.
Yes, Michael Jackson.
But look at there. Look at it.
No.
Holly Berry is mixed. Her mama's
Well,
white.
I know, but she's
daddy
black. Yeah, but Meghan
Barack
Markle is.
Obama mama white. Look at him. And you'll say,
Well,
here,
he-
nickel. Oh. Yeah, you will. Yeah, you will. Yeah, they will.
Dude, that is. Hang on. You said her dad's black? Meghan Markle's dad. Hang on.
Yeah, I
Let me
think her
see
dad.
this.
I think her dad is.
Look at
black.
this motherfucker. He's white
Okay,
as shit.
put a mama. Put
All right, hold
it
on.
gotta be
All
a
right,
mama.
let's see your mom. Let's see your mom. That dude doesn't look like he'd be with a black woman, though.
Shoot.
He looks a little rednecky
No,
to
it don't
me.
look. No, it don't look like a
Man,
She would be.
hey,
Mama would have been with him, but yeah.
Hey, what was that president?
Oh, shit. Her mom's black.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Look at that.
Damn.
Look at
Okay.
that.
Well, okay.
Woo.
Boy, do I feel dumb.
Look, boom, they got it right there.
Boy,
Mama
I
and daddy
feel
beside.
dumb.
Her face kind of round like they laid off of the
All right.
hill.
All right. All right, I'll give it to you guys.
Lord have mercy.
But see, that's the only time that we, as a culture, as a race of people, black folk, whatever you want to say, African Americans talked about the
Oh,
royal
so does
family.
Meghan
is
Markle
hero.
get the N-word? Does she get the N card?
I'm pretty sure she probably would. Oh, she said she get.
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean,
don't
I don't know their
it matter.
personality.
Don't
I
talk to
mean,
me.
I know black people that
Right.
don't say that word, don't use it.
I
know,
say
you know.
Negro sometimes.
Yeah.
One of my kids try to say, "Mom, you
I
told me."
say it
I
all.
said, no, I said Negro.
I say it
I've
all.
said it before,
Negro,
Right, yeah, you say
spook,
whatever.
spade, jigaboo. I call you everything. Piss me off. Coon. Yeah, coon.
Dude,
I call you everything. You piss me off.
I went
good,
half
bro.
my life not knowing that jigaboo was a racial term.
They got a,
Yeah.
they got
Well,
it
I
in the
told you
song.
shine. I said
They
shine.
got a song.
I
Let's
never
do
heard that either.
I didn't
this
either.
Bugaboo, this Bugaboo. Yeah.
But I heard my mom and them when they talking, and I heard them like shine, like that. So that's where I got it from and said it. And I had a white officer. We was patrolling downtown, walking in Clayton. I think it was at a Harvest Festival or something. We were walking, and I said we were talking about something. I said shine. He looked at me. I said, "What's wrong with you?" He said, "Man, did you say what I think you
What
said?"
does
I
shine
said,
mean?
"Shine." I don't even remember.
Shine sounds like something you call like a white dude.
It was
No,
something.
most times, because they talk about how black people be all greased up or grease monkey. That's another one. Grease
Mhm.
monkey. So that shine
A
probably.
grease monkey is a mechanic.
I know
Porch
what I'm saying, they call
monkey,
black people
porch
and
monkeys,
grease
grease monkeys. Yeah.
And first thing your mama do is for send you out to
Dude,
school,
what if we,
take some
what if
flour and
you,
rub it on your face?
Yeah.
what if we, the three of us, we started a bar?
Called a grease monkey.
No, we call it the monkey's porch.
You know what?
And we put like fake monkeys, like real monkeys hanging
like-
from the thing, but it's called the porch's monkey.
Hanging like what?
The
Like
monkey's
hanging or
porch.
hanging?
The monkey's porch.
Right.
No, like hold on.
Don't
Like,
have no noose around.
like
it.
yeah.
They gonna knock them monkeys down and
How long do you think we would own the bar? But it was called the monkey's
Oh,
porch.
they
But
wouldn't
you,
even come.
do you know there's a bar in Raleigh called the Ugly Monkey,
Ugly monkey, yeah.
and it's an all black bar
Yeah.
for the most part.
You
Ugly
probably
monkey?
can go to the beach and have
You never worked the Ugly Monkey?
Mm-mm.
You know where
I
it's
thought
at?
that was a gay bar.
No, it's a black bar,
Oh wow.
but it's called the Ugly Monkey. I felt like real racist being
I
there.
didn't know that.
'Cause I worked it as a white dude.
Just imagine. I forgot what I was gonna say.
The porch's the monkey's porch.
It'll come to me.
I think it'd be a great bar. We could have some like King Kong stuff inside. It's just like all about like monkeys
That's
though.
why they beat the bongos.
Yeah. No, but like no, but it's like the animal monkeys, not people.
Oh, I know a monkey. Oh, now I went to school with a guy. Oh my god, he looked like a monkey. And then there was another. He's dead.
Oh.
And the Spanish people were saying, King Kong," and he looked like that monkey. His features were like he couldn't help it.
Yeah.
I was still talking to him every day. He looked like it.
Yeah. I mean, look, I know some white dudes that had like real big ears and stuff, and they look like
I know
monkeys,
guys who
you know.
used to take his ear and flip it and stick it out. And it,
Oh, shit.
he's like, and it boop, pop out.
Oh my
He chased me around,
god.
and speaking of disease, he chased me around the library.
Wait, I need to know though.
He's
For
out.
go ahead. Sorry.
I was in 6th grade, and he chased me around the library. He said, "I want to see it." And I said, "No." I probably said, "Yeah" first.
See his what?
His
wiener?
and he chased me.
He wanted to show you his wiener.
He pulled it out,
and chased me
and
around
that's
the
why you
library and
ran.
did it, and I was running. It was.
He about to give you that monkey.
Yeah, I ran. I didn't want to get him in trouble.
monkey.
Yeah,
Oh man, it's too much.
Yeah.
But seriously, no, I need to know. Like, I use grease monkey a lot. That's not.
The word.
Yeah, grease monkey. I like anytime I see a mechanic, I call him a grease monkey.
a lot of
He
people are
was
so
black or white?
serious
Black or
about
white?
that
Well, they
word.
might.
But people are so serious about that word, man, because
A grease monkey?
I mean, just anything. I mean, over the years, I mean, I take it for like birth certificates. On my birth certificate, it says I was born a black male.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
I look at my mom's. My mom's
Negro.
has Negro.
Oh
They
shit.
said it-
My
like,
granddaddy had colored.
Yeah, but isn't Negro just means black, right? Like in
Right.
Spanish. So that's not really
Negro,
bad.
yeah, Negro,
Yeah, that's not really bad.
Yeah, but the thing, I mean, it's
What would you
black.
be, though, if you want Negro? I mean, Negro.
Like, because they probably like Negro is probably the proper term. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and then people were like,
Negro,
"Oh, I don't
well."
like Negro anymore. I want to be called black." See, to me, I think Negro sounds way better than black.
Well, to me, I mean,
black
to me,
sounds harsh,
Black,
you know?
it's
Like, this is
the
black.
But
complexion.
you're not right. That's right.
Because
This is
I mean,
black.
'cause
You're
you look at. Okay, we're both black,
Right.
but
Different shade.
different shades of black.
Even
I
see
used
if
to
you
joke around and
talk
be like, "Well, I'm pecan brown."
if you
know?
talk to a
Whatever.
child like my kid, homeschool kids, never been around,
Stupid stuff.
crazy stuff.
Mhm.
When I remember when Kadeen worked, she works with us, and they just went bowling with her. But she's Jamaican,
Right.
and my kids were saying stuff. This was a few years ago. I tried to explain. I was like, yeah, she's a black girl, the black girl, Aria. The black girl. My son was like, I don't know any black people. And I was like, you do know black people, son. You know Aaron and Arya. They're like your really close friends. And he was like, Arya and Aaron are not black, they're brown. And I was like, you know what I mean? It's like through a kid's eyes,
Oh yeah.
you're not black,
Right.
you're fucking brown.
Right.
Through my eyes, you're brown. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do they use the word black?
And
I mean, unless you were like black African, like the fucking
But see, but it's funny
Right.
thing because as police officers, Hispanics, if you had a dark complexion Hispanic, we put them as black, and if they were light skinned Hispanic, we label them white.
It's crazy.
that's stupid.
Yeah, I was like, why is this like that? Because I remember what's name used to reject my report and come back and well, you cannot put H. I said, he's Hispanic. He said, no, it got to be white or black. I said, but they're not.
They're not
He's
either
like,
one of
well,
them.
what was his complexion? Was he light skinned or dark complexion? I said, he was dark, and he's black. I said, that's bullshit. I have a cousin, and this was Rigsby, Corporal Rigsby.
Yeah,
His
yeah.
cousin, her birth certificate, she's white. And
But
guess
she's
what?
brown.
She is.
She identified.
Did she get
I'm
those?
gonna start doing
That's all
that.
I mean.
Did she
I'm gonna start doing that.
did she get those privileges?
No, but I'm saying if somebody asked me to put down my race or whatever, I would put down what I put white. That's what my birth. I got proof I'm white. I would put white. I would guess what I really was.
Oh yeah.
I would put white.
Yeah.
But
That's what she did.
no,
Yeah,
she
'cause
should,
you-
but
Let
her
them
birth certificate-
But you see, like right now, you don't get the.
Her birth certificate say white.
And she never had it changed.
No, and that's you got to pay for stuff like that. Like they say, if you want Negro off and put.
Oh, yeah,
you gotta
man.
pay for that.
Yeah,
If
like
my son
$35
birth
bucks.
certificate, My middle name is Lee, and I ain't never been a Lee. I would have to pay for that. I say I'd be a Lee then because I'm not paying for that.
So what did she put on her driver's license?
See what I'm saying? I don't know. They probably put in black, but her birth certificate says that. Yep.
So
Well,
she's gonna get a better rate when she get her burial plot.
well, yeah, but see, like if you're getting a job,
Oh, she's white. Okay.
if you're getting a job now, especially in the 2020s, 2021, you want to be black because you know what I mean. Like you don't want to be white trying to find a job right now.
said
You want to be
White?
no, you don't want to be white. Try to find a job right now
Who said that?
because they don't want to hire white people no more.
They ain't got
Unless you're
affirmative
gay.
action. They don't do affirmative
They
action.
want diversity.
Right, sure.
Diversity is good. They really want you to be a black woman,
Let me tell you
really.
something. If I was trying to get, hey, check this out. If I was trying to get a job, I'd probably get hired quick. Because that diversity would be my bald head.
Oh yeah. Well, yeah, not just that.
Part of my blackness and my
Yeah,
bald head.
yeah.
Yep.
if you was masculine and you go out there and lift a lot of weights,
well, and you're a
be
girl,
built.
so you got all of them. You check all the blocks.
Now I'm gonna tell you what pisses me off.
What?
I know you probably don't know. We can pull it up, and you'll probably be like, "Oh my fucking gracious, that's nasty."
Is that what I would say?
Yes, you say something close to it, but
You know me so well.
they on TikTok.
Okay.
And they blew up.
Okay.
They called Miss Nettie and Charles.
Okay.
If you look at them, the dude
Charles,
look,
your dinner's ready.
Right,
Ooh,
right.
ooh.
and this is a man. I asked a man, but you have to look. I mean, this dude dresses like a woman.
Uh-huh.
His shape, he looked like a daggone, look like SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Been just squeezed, look like somebody just took and just squeezed the shit out of SpongeBob, and it took him forever to get back out the form. If you look at his body, oh, it's bad. And he looks like Bill Cosby and Vin Reams in the face.
Yes,
But he'll put up. Yeah. Oh my gosh. If you pull up Miss Nettie and Charles, you be like, oh my
probably
god.
type in Charles, your dinner is ready.
Yeah, you type that and see
They
him.
done made him up now with makeup and stuff.
Yeah, he's still ugly.
Like a woman,
Still,
right?
that just still ugly.
Charles and what?
Nettie. M-E what N
Charles and Netta?
Yeah, Netta.
There
Oh,
it is.
shit.
Look at her- look-
Oh, he's not pretty at all.
And,
Right.
now that's
Right
him. Now that's him.
That's him.
All
But is he a
dolled up.
cross dresser?
What?
Or he just does it to act?
No,
We see.
I think that's him.
I think that's him. How he do it? Because he's getting. Oh my gosh, that joke
man,
is. And
is he funny?
Charles look like he's retarded, man. I swear he do. I mean, I know I shouldn't say that word. I know there's a lot of people get offended by it, but
What? They get offended by what?
retarded. People get offended when you say.
Oh, yeah.
say retarded.
Oh, well.
Our word. You know.
Well, I heard a comedian the other day said I would never call a retard retarded because that's retarded.
I did Obama say something about he did something said act like a retard or something. But he won't talk about retard. They ran it through the deal.
Oh, speaking of running through the meal, we'll go to our first story, which is the big story of the day. We're going to cover this on our political news on Wednesday, which is last call right here on the Fair Stop Podcast channel, because we deliver 5 shows a week. Just to let y'all know, Science, Society, and Culture on Mondays, and then we go True Crime on Tuesdays, political news on Wednesdays, sports on Thursdays, which we got to talk about the sports show because it's causing some waves. It was the Ray Lewis, Is He a Murderer episode. Really good episode. Like, I did not know Ray Lewis was that big of a piece of shit until I read.
But he was when he acquitted of it. He had to be because he won,
you got to
won a
listen
couple
to the
of
whole
Super
case.
Bowls
You got the NFL helped cover it up. The team helped cover it up. Like the clothes he was wearing, they never found the clothes that he was wearing. There was a lot of like weird evidence. It's a very strange case. They covered the whole case. It was a great episode. So our big kudos to John.
That's been a minute, a good while.
Oh yeah. It's been 20
25
years.
Yeah. He was on the Super Bowl to 2000. They won the Super Bowl in 2000, I believe.
Yeah,
So
Jason and John, they crushed it. It was just a brilliant episode. So if you really want to listen to an episode that's just like the whole time you're listening to it, you're going to be like, what the oh my God, I really didn't have any idea how serious the Ray Lewis murders were, because it wasn't just one murder. It was 2. 2 people died that night.
But see, that goes to question if he would have not had the talent and skills that higher up multi-billionaires and
they covered it up.
Politics didn't love him, would he have got away with it?
I don't think so.
If
I mean,
if that was you or I,
so like, we would not have gotten away
I
with it.
has been buried
For sure.
One of the damn
Everybody
jail.
would have, but just like, OJ Simpson got off of it because he's rich. Epstein got away with stuff for so long because he was rich. And, the Clintons, they get away with it. The Bushes, everybody, all these people get away with stuff.
OJ got away with it not because he was rich. I believe it was, and I hate it, I ain't trying to bring up the race card, but he was a token nigga.
Oh,
he was a token.
Can you say token and the N-word in the same
I
sentence?
can.
No, but then, he
was a token. And when I say he was a token nigga, I'm saying in those days, you got to think Bill Cosby was the same way.
Right.
How you think he got away with all that shit he did for so long?
Right.
Because he was that token. He was a
Like
man of
they needed
color who had a talent or skill that white people loved.
Mm-hmm.
And they probably profit off of him, the bets and all that stuff.
Yeah.
He's that token brother that would be in they have a gala or whatever, and he's the only brother in that joke. Everybody else is white, and he was a token.
Yeah,
he had the white women on his arm and stuff. You know what I'm saying? And he did that. But I'm just saying, I mean, Bill Cosby married a sister. She was real light skinned, but look at all the majority of the victims that came out against Bill Cosby. White.
I think some of them
And all them was old. All them was old. They was back out in the 60s.
Oh, sure.
Regardless of what color.
I mean, I think if you're waiting that long.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Pile
it on. They piled it on.
Yeah, you say whatever you want. Just say it into the microphone. You sit so far away
Okay,
from
everybody listen to what I'm saying. So I'm sitting here looking at Eric, right? Look at him what I'm telling you now. Look at Eric. You remember back in the day we used to take our brothers and sisters and turn them upside down and draw on their chin and their top lip be their bottom lip. You remember that? It'll be cool to do. Let your kids.
You said it'd be cool to do.
Yeah, let your kids do that too. They draw like it looked like it basically looks like what on Family Guy he looked like, because this will be your eyes be down here and this is your top lip. So when you talk and your bottom teeth or your top, right? Your top, your bottom teeth or your top teeth. Let your kids do it too. It's funny. It's hilarious. I was thinking about that while I was looking at you. Yeah. So.
Stop looking at me.
Y'all looking at each other because you noticed the holes in her ear. I didn't notice the holes in the ear, but you noticed her name was on her glasses. I'm sitting over here with glasses on. I can't see the shit that clear. I got to get up right there to see it. But you noticed that, and she noticed your daggone.
Oh, you know what I learned this week? Speaking of that,
what's that?
From this other black friend that I have. I'm so astute. I have many black friends. But she said, I was asking her how one of her dates went, and she said, "Oh, I was his black kink." So it wasn't a real date. Yeah, she says that like right now it's hard for her because she likes white men, but she says it's hard for her to find a good white man because a lot of white men are just trying to like
they
just
a white woman.
Bang a black woman. Yeah, and then they bang her and leave her because they just wanted to check that black. But she's dark skinned black too. She's really pretty. She's very pretty.
Mess around and get hooked.
What?
He said mess with and leave her, but mess around and get hooked.
Well, yeah, but so I guess like the last guy that she went on a date with, I guess like she really liked him.
Beat his family.
Well, yeah, and that's what I told her. I was like, when she was telling me the story, and they were like, yeah, he just broke up with me, and he wouldn't really give me he wouldn't give me any reason why, and like she's like, we were dating for like 2 weeks, and like it was getting pretty serious.
She gave him and that's why he left it.
Yeah, and so she was saying that he was a black king, but in my brain, I was like, maybe he just doesn't want mommy and daddy to know that he's dating a black girl, because I don't think our generation gives a fuck, but like our generation's parents still kind of give a fuck. Definitely my grandparents would have something.
I mean, I'll tell you right now, I have a friend.
You ain't got any friends.
We grew up together. And I remember when we was in school, she would not allow her black friends to, we came over to the house. We had to sneak up and go in the barn.
Oh.
She had a barn, the barn.
But you're old, so that would have been
stuff.
You're old. That would have been the time frame for segregation.
We was in a barn. But I didn't know he was, her dad was racist. I just figured, okay, yes, he didn't want kids all up in his
boys,
crib.
probably.
And come to find out all these years later, we meet up. Hey, what's up? Had the class reunions and, we hanging out and everything. And we all talking about how the parents doing. Well, I lost my mom. Well, I still have my parents. Told her dad about me, and because he followed comedy and he loves stuff like that. And I'm a big Andy Griffin fan. A lot of people are like, you black and you like Andy Griffin was fine. So I love the show. So that was our connect, And then I remember he came to the job, saw me on the job, and they looked just alike. She looked just like her daddy, right? And I was like, damn, I know who you are. He was like, yeah, you a friend of my daughter. Nice to meet you and everything. And we greeted each other. He invited me over to the house, to come visit, and everything. And when I got to talking to her, she said, 30-some years ago, that daddy wouldn't have never shook your hand, would have never did this and that. And I'm like, really? Yeah, exactly. Because she was like, oh, yeah, I couldn't help. Why you think y'all came up and went in the barn when they were gone? I couldn't have y'all up in the house. Nothing like that. But you're right. Thank God for change. Because, I ain't going to say he loved black people now, but, again, time progressed and he met good black people. Yeah. And I think that's what changed. Because, there's bad. Yeah, but
think about if you grew up in Southeast Raleigh and that's what, if you were white and you grew up in Southeast Raleigh, Southeast Raleigh 15, 20 years ago.
Right.
You grew up there. So 30 years ago, really. Like you would probably not have a really good opinion on black people in general.
St. Augustine University.
Yeah.
it's a
Yeah,
university
all-black
now,
university,
college. Right? But when I talked to people who graduated there in the 70s and the 80s and even in the 90s, they said it was beautiful. It was nice. But
Really?
2000 up now,
Yeah.
shit, you know how many murders and how many people got shot and stabbed there at the daggone out in front of the daggone
and they
gate.
hate white cops. Like you walk in there, like everybody's mad at you and everything.
It's bad.
It's crazy. Let me get some ad reads. I want to jump into this whole Trump thing really quick because it's the biggest news of the day. We're going to talk about it on Last Call more in depth on Wednesday, but I have to bring it up to debate with you guys on it, and especially since we have a new Trump fan over here.
Oh yeah,
we gotta get her way in on it. So here we go. Today's show brought to you by ghostbed.com/Wolfpack. Sleep so good it's scary. The end of days are coming, so you want to have a good bed and a travel pillow to go with you. Got the cooling sheets, all the cooling technology. They got the Venus Williams model. I got to go lay on that at the Ghostbed facility, so super awesome. Right now, 0% down, 0% financing, and that's even if you have what kind of credit should we throw out there this week? I said firefighter credit last week. What kind of credit should I throw out there this week? Even if you have Margaret credit, you can afford a Ghostbed. 0% down, 0% financing.
Oh no, that mean bad. No, I got good credit.
If you got a 680 on up, 680 is good credit.
I thought 700 was like the start of good credit.
680
good.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, well, then I'm doing good. Damn, doing a lot better than I thought. Oh, it looks like Deadleg is alive. Our producer is alive. So welcome, Deadleg. Anyway. Head over to ghostbed.com and get you sleep so good it's scary. We also got Factor Meals. Got a picture today of some woman throwing away all of her, or Miss Liz. I think it was her name is Miss Liz. I'll just call her Miss Liz. I don't know if she wants me to drop her first and last name on there.
I want to do an apology after you.
Okay, but Miss Liz got rid of all of her Tupperware because she's all up on that Factor Meals game. So good for her. Factor Meals, delivering meals right to your door. Meal planning to the next level so that you don't have to do it yourself. These they're fresh, never frozen, chef prepared meals. You choose from hundreds of different menu items, and they got breakfast. They've got vegan friendly, vegetarian. They've got protein heavy, calorie conscious. You're trying to get jacked like me, swole like Will Cray on the FTS. What do we have? It's the FTS _. Wolfpack Fitness group that they have under FTS Wolfpack. But anyway, got rid of the Tupperware. Head over to factormeals.com/Wolfpack50 50% off. And then last but not least, we got Wellness Company giving you all of your prescription meds before the end of days. Look, there's a soul. Look, I'm not trying to scare you. I'm not trying to be hyperbolic here, but there is a lunar eclipse coming that they've enacted the National Guard for.
So buy all the toilet paper.
So buy all your toilet paper now and over to the Wellness Company and get all your prescriptions now, because when the grid goes down and you can't go to the pharmacy, guess what? All the zombies, the crackheads, the meth heads, they're going to go and raid the CVSs and the Walgreens and the pharmacies. You're not going to be able to get your stuff. Remember what happened during COVID when they wouldn't allow you to have ivermectins? They wouldn't give you the monoclonal antibodies. They wouldn't give you the Z-Packs. So right now you can go to the wellnesscompany.com, do the paperwork. It's really short and fast. They give you like a little teledoc screening type situation, and then you can get the travel pack to put in your car. If you're going hiking, you can get like antihistamines that all the things that you would need on whatever trip you're going to. They'll pre-prescribe it to you so that you don't have to go and get that prescription. They help you keep up with it. Really, really, really great company. We're proud to be sponsored with them. So go over to Wellness Company, use the promo code Wolfpack, get you 10% off. BJJ credit, sure. Mechanic credit, there you go. Canadian credit, ooh.
You said BJ.
Somebody else said worldwide credit.
Job?
No, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu.
Okay.
Jiu-Jitsu. Okay. Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know if you know this or not, but I Jiu-Jitsu. I do Jiu-Jitsu. You gotta do that fucking thing.
Try to compete?
I did. I did a tournament a couple of weeks ago.
Did you? Why you tell nobody?
I mean, it was my first one. It was an in-house tournament. I tied my first match and won my second match.
Okay.
Yeah,
we want to come. We want to come.
No. I should not be winning those matches.
Why? We won't roast you.
Yeah. I did. I brought my kids. They were like super excited about it. It was pretty funny. All right, let's jump into this whole Trump thing really fast. I'm gonna go ahead and play it, see if it'll play. If listen, I need Will Cray in the chat real quick. If you can't hear this, just write no. If you can hear it, right? Yes. So let me go ahead and, oh goodness gracious. Let's see here if it'll work. Oh, there we go.
He said some dumb stuff, didn't he?
No, he really didn't.
You might have watched the thing.
So the news here, I'll give you some the preface this. So if you looked at the headlines of the news today, they're like, Trump says bloodbath. There's gonna be a bloodbath if he's not. Dude, I literally had this fight this morning about somebody who was like dictator Trump going full dictator day, saying it's gonna be a bloodbath if he doesn't get to be the president. And so like even CNN had like a really hellacious headline, again, very sensational, hyperbolic headline about but if you listen to the speech, he did not say that it's literally going to be a bloodbath if he doesn't get elected. Right. Like people are going to die. He was saying that for the auto industry, the taxation and the amount of money they were going to lose, it was going to be a bloodbath for the industry, the auto industry. And I'm going to play it right here. And it wasn't that bad at all when you hear it in context. And it goes to show, it's like, I've always said on this show, I've always said this, and I'll blow myself up for this. Big screen for those of you watching so you can see it. And just in case, I want to blow myself. If I could blow myself, I'd still be living at home.
They said a guy took a real bad one.
No, that's not true.
Know what they said?
I know they said it, but it's not true.
Okay.
No, it's kind of like this headline of this news story. It's not true. But I'll say it's just in case they're going to make a reel of this later. Anytime the media is trying to play with your emotions, they are lying. So if the headline is aimed to make you extremely angry, the headline itself is basically a lie. If they are presenting the news and they're presenting it in a way that's other than something like this, for example, we'll go like this. A black man walked into a stab and grab convenience store and allegedly stole some items. When he was confronted by the police, and an altercation ensued, and whoever was then shot and killed by police. There's an ongoing investigation. We'll have more on this as there is to follow. That's a pretty good, reasonable article. But when the media says a young black man, father of 3, left his house in a nice suburban area of Atlanta, and he went down to the local grocery, and and they just pour in all this extra information. They try to pour at your heartstrings. You can just go ahead and write it off that they're lying and that the guy was probably a huge piece of shit. Because anytime the news or the media needs to play with your emotions, they're lying. So today was a big, perfect example of that. Everybody was like, Trump is a dictator. He's going to cause a bloodbath. Twitter was blowing up. I had a fight online with a friend of mine who was like, the dictator wants blood. He's got blood on his hands. He needs to be arrested now. And then you go and you listen to it and you're like, God, you guys are idiots. That's not what he said at all. And my question here, and why I brought it up on Society and Culture News, is like, aren't you like, don't you feel bamboozled if you are on the left right now? If I was on the right, if this was a right thing, like if the right put out news that said Biden said something that was completely out of context, and I ran with it and I posted it, and then I went and saw what Biden said and it was completely out of context, I would be very angry at the media outlet for making me look like a dumbass all day. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, well, I don't get it. Here, I'm going to play it. Tell me in the chats if you can hear this or not. Hit yes or no if you can hear it.
You and I are friends, but
can you guys hear that?
Those big monster car manufacturing plants.
Tell me if y'all can hear that. Hurry up in the chats.
And you think
I need to know.
Get that, you're going to not hire Americans, and you're going to sell the cars to us. Now we're going to put a 100% tariff on every.
I want to make sure they can hear what's
that comes across the line. And you're not going to be able to sell those cars. If I get elected, now if I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath for the whole. That's going to be the least of it. It's going to be a bloodbath for the country. That'll be the least of it. If this election,
so he's talking as a bloodbath for the auto industry. He literally says for the auto industry, it's going to be a bloodbath, meaning that they're going to lose all the jobs. If they cannot put the tariffs on China, it's going to be a bloodbath for the industry. They're going to be cutting people left and right. I mean, it's pretty obvious what he's talking about. He's not saying it's going to be a bloodbath, like people are going to get murdered, like people are going to die if he doesn't get elected. What he's saying is that your jobs are good. It's going to be the auto industry it's going to be a bloodbath for the auto industry. Very like simple terminology. You don't think so?
No, I just my
you want me to play it again?
My thing is sometimes you can say a sentence.
It's how you
word it, how you put words behind each other. Right. You know what I'm saying?
No. Only if you're
not in the same sentence.
No,
right, in the same sentence. If he would have just came out and said,
No,
it's
you
gonna be a
can't.
bad bloodbath for the industry.
When you're talking about
blah,
the
blah, blah.
Cowboys, when you're talking about the Cowboys in the, let's say you're talking about the Cowboy. What's the shittiest team in the NFL that the Cowboys played and just beat the shit out of this year?
Okay, Washington,
right? Oh, hey, Jay, what's the game between Washington and the Cowboys going to be like? It's pretty common use for somebody to say, "Oh, it's going to be a bloodbath." The Redskins are going to get annihilated. Yeah, I've heard it a million times.
White folks.
Okay,
I've heard.
he's white.
Okay.
So he uses white
But-
terminology.
but
Why do we
who-
have?
but
Why
who
does he
all-
need to
but-
change his
but
terminology
here's the
because
thing,
you
though.
get
Here's
because you
the
don't
thing,
like
though.
the way
He's
it
not just
sounds?
because he's
terminology.
talking right. He's not talking to just white folks though. He's talking to the country.
Okay,
What
so
is
you
this
want to go
country
back?
made up of?
So you
I
want
understand.
to? So
You know what I mean?
what you're saying is
So
that
not
he
everybody's
should
gonna
talk
understand.
more politically correct,
It's just
which
like-
sounds like
Well,
bullshit.
no,
to be
it's
honest
just
with
like
you.
in law enforcement with
Yeah,
us.
right.
What did they change the radio talk when we had
Well, yeah, but
code?
this is-
Our 10
he's
codes were
literally-
different from the Highway Patrol 10 codes. But what did they say when we went to that 800 system? They said, "Okay, we're gonna simplify, and you start talking where everybody can understand you."
right,
You know what
plain
I'm saying?
speech.
Right.
Yeah,
So-
because some idiot couldn't learn his 10 codes, and he was
I
like,
mean-
"When I become a lieutenant, I'm going to get rid of 10 codes." 10 codes are
But it
extremely
happened, though.
a safe
But-
way to
but
do
It
things.
happened, and it kind of helped and made sense because, yeah, if we, we used to our 10 codes because Raleigh had our own.
But 10 codes
and
is
then
a safety
you know,
issue.
But they changed it though.
Right now, it's
towards
plain
the end when
speech.
I got out,
No, it is. Yeah,
now
you're right.
It was like,
But that doesn't have
that's
anything to do with this. Like, I mean, first of all, the media is so thirsty for him to fuck up that they have to take something as stupid as a bloodbath for the auto industry and make it a big deal. It's not a big deal. This dude talks every single day to thousands and thousands of people, and he gets on their level and he talks to them. Now, I mean, you could go back to Obama, where he used to drop his G's anytime he talked to a black crowd. So much so that my wife wrote a whole master's thesis thing on speech. He would G drop. He would, so like if he was talking to an all black crowd, he would say like, "We're fixing, we're marching, we're going." He wouldn't say going, but if he gave the same speech to white people, he would say,
'cause we don't
"We're fixing to
enunciate.
march." But what I'm saying is
We
he
don't
talks
enunciate
different in front of one crowd than he does in another crowd.
Because it's about understanding.
Right.
It's
So
understanding.
he can't talk on a level that people can understand.
Well, I'm just saying.
But
because, I mean,
Obama can.
I mean, okay, when I'm around, okay, I'll give you a great example. My comedy. I've done all black crowds.
Yeah.
And I've done
All white crowds.
recently
Me
a
too.
majority of all white crowds. I had to change up a
I do
lot
too.
of my stuff because so they
Right.
can fit in
Relate.
and
Right.
they can relate and
Right.
listen to.
So you don't
That's
think
the
that
thing.
he's relating to these people talking about the auto industry?
Well,
Like what kind of people are in the auto industry? People that would say like it's going to be a bloodbath. People are.
To me, I think it's just his age and he's saying stuff that he's saying. You know what I'm saying? Like you said, with
But in the
Obama,
context of it,
you
there's
know.
nothing wrong with the context of what he said.
No, I don't think so either. But
I think it's just the way he speaks.
I mean, it's just it's
which
just
is
the way
normal.
he said it. But see, then again, you have to look at sometimes it's not the message. The message, it's the messenger. And everybody, a lot of people don't like him already.
Sure.
A lot of people don't think he should be running. A lot of people think he should be in jail for all
Right.
the shit he's done and said or whatever.
But there's
in the past.
arguably
But-
even more people
so-
that think he
so-
should be, or at least equal,
Right.
equal to
but,
more.
But see, but here's the thing. So pretty much, really, he can say everything.
I
great,
would
and there
rather-
will be people who don't like him anyway.
I would rather a president talk to me on a level that makes more sense. Like I would never even have, it wouldn't even have recognized in my brain that he said bloodbath unless the media said something. I
Yeah,
never would have given a fuck.
But
If I was listening to that speech,
me-
I'd have been like, yeah, dude, we gotta stop. We've got to put these tariffs on China. We've got to bring the auto industry back to America. We got to have American made parts. You know, it's important for the middle class of America and for the auto industry.
Okay, now if he would say instead of saying bloodbath, if he would be like, it's gonna be a mess. You know what I'm saying? That's a universal. Everybody, oh, it's gonna be a mess. I agree with you. But when he said bloodbath,
That's not the way he talks.
people
Right,
also,
right.
but see, people also. That's why I say it's a lot of time. It's not the message. The message is the
Right. Well, he's not
messenger.
fake.
Some people try to, like, when I say stuff, they're like, well, you should have said, which ain't not knocking you now, but we say,
Right.
you should have said, and I'm thinking, but that's how I would say it.
Yeah,
That's
fuck
how
you.
would
I'll
say it.
say
But
it
to be
however I
honest,
want to
when
fucking
and
say it.
nothing funny.
Not-
But if I would have heard that speech, I would have said it, watched the rest of it, would have said nothing. But when if you didn't see the speech and they go, oh, he said blah, it's like what? And you run with it. But then when you find out the truth, nobody goes back to say, Oh, so where you get that from?
What do you think's worse? If you don't vote for me, then you're not black.
Now,
Or
that
like that is bad. Like that is fucking terrible.
I mean, but we got.
I understood that.
I'm gonna be honest.
You
though.
understood that?
We
Like,
have-
you weren't offended by it?
No, because if you say something like
If you don't vote for me, you're not really black.
If you ain't
What?
never ate whole cakes before, or you ain't never sopped molasses with a biscuit, man, you must not be black. I took that as that.
Oh,
So
okay.
what I'm saying, I'm gonna bring to the people. You got to be crazy if you don't vote for me. So he, like you said, could have said
Right.
he should have said that, but he said you're not black if you don't vote for me. I didn't take it as nope.
Damn, like you're losing your black card, you know? Like that.
Right,
I mean,
right,
I would never say something like that as a white
I mean, a lot of people they be like, man, you know, that's it is, you know, kind of fruit you like. You know, everybody think black people eat watermelon.
I eat
Water. See, we say
You
water-
literally
we
brought
say
watermelon tea into
Right.
my studio
I did. Ooh.
with cracklins.
Oh, that was
you.
you. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was you. That was
you.
but I ate some of that.
I was gonna say,
This
don't
is
tell me
good.
you don't eat
This is
watermelon.
good. But what I'm saying is, black people be like, "Oh, you black, you eat chicken and watermelon." But I know black people who don't eat chicken. Go get you.
Name one.
And I, my
I'm just
father-in-law,
kidding.
my old
I'm
father, I'm
joking.
serious.
I'm joking.
No, and I had to ask him. I was like, "This motherfucker, 90 years old, and he never ate."
But wait,
chicken."
is he the one that's not black?
No, he's black,
Oh, he's black.
and he don't eat chicken. And
He's got white in
I
his
had to
family.
ask him. I had to ask him. I said, "Why you don't eat chicken? You don't eat chicken?"
Yeah.
He said, "Because I was raised up on a farm, and I had to chase him around.
Yeah.
I was
Well, you remember
friends with him and stuff
Tarsha?
like
I
that.
brought her a
He don't eat
rotisserie chicken, and she was like, "Get this white people chicken out of me. Where's my fried chicken?" She's like, "This ain't gonna lay a fucking egg," and she like threw it at me and everything. She was so mad that I brought her a
It's
rotisserie
just
chicken.
like fruit. Everybody automatically assume, you know, black people eat watermelon. And see, we don't even
We
say
eat
it.
everything,
Yeah,
but yeah.
I, as a black person, say watermelon, water. Where's the T at? Water is spelled with got a T in it, right?
Yeah, so it's
That's what-
watermelon.
Watermelon. No, we don't pronounce it. It's watermelon.
Oh,
You know what
y'all
I'm
do it with like
saying?
a
So
D.
Mama would say watermelon to
Yeah.
us, and then it's water.
Watermelon.
We wouldn't say that to them no way, right?
Right. You would.
Well, if you don't like watermelon, you ain't black.
But it,
I'm just kidding.
But
I'm joking.
here's the crazy thing. I mean, what he said, like I
But
said,
here's
I
the
think
disservice.
people don't
Here's the
like him.
disservice, though, is that when CNN says that he says it's going to be a bloodbath, and they paint it as if he said that if you don't vote for me, there's going to be a bloodbath. That means like there's going to be blood on your hands. Like people are going to go and literally massacre people. Like that
Well,
is a huge disservice to the country because you know that the
Let me ask you
context
this.
had nothing to
What
do with
did
that.
he say back when they had the Capitol's
Yeah,
thing?
okay.
He said
Absolutely nothing.
Well, I don't know. I just heard that
Nothing. He didn't say anything.
I heard
that
he
was-
gave a speech or something.
we played
and
the
then
speech
boom.
on this show a million
You don't
times.
think it had nothing to do with
No, not anything at all.
Go there.
No, he said he called for peaceful protests. He said that we're gonna. I've played it on here like 100 times. I'll send you the clip. I should have brought it up. I know we were gonna argue about it.
I think
He did not. There was nothing
I'm not saying
insightful
he's
about that.
responsible for- I don't think he's responsible for them because they've grown. But I felt like what he talked about. They felt like that's what he wanted them to do.
I don't think so at all.
Well, I mean, a lot. It's just like a game member, man. A lot of times they ain't
And
got
he
to
wasn't even
say
there. They was
fuck
like-
them up or kill them or rob them. It's just that look or just that
Yeah, yeah.
something, a code.
Yeah, but I don't even
or
think that
what
didn't
he,
even happen. And
something.
like my personal view on that is that the instigators in the crowd were all Fed boys anyway, and they've kind of proven that they're Fed boys. I mean, that's why the whole insurrection thing's not sticking. And his trial or his charges, he's not even going to be brought up on trial before the for the election. Now, I don't think they're going to let the elections happen anyway, and we can talk about that on another episode. But I really don't think the election's going to happen anyway. Well, I mean, I think the election will happen, but I don't think they're going to allow
funny
Donald Trump
because-
to win.
Because here's my thing.
You don't think they're gonna-
No, I don't think that.
But
I
see-
think he wins by numbers and everything, but I'll either they'll shut the grid down or they're not going to let him be the president. Either they kill him, they let the grid go down.
Here's my problem with it.
Watch.
Who is qualified? Who is going to run against him? You know
Well,
what I'm
all
saying?
they need, it's the
Now,
military
I'm not
machine,
saying
baby.
me. I'm not saying I don't like him. I ain't gonna say I like him. I'm not gonna say I dislike Trump because, like I said, I'm not all into politics. But let's just say I sit down and I watch stuff and I decide I don't like him. Let's just say I don't like him. Well, who is there to like if his name on the ballot and there's another guy, him and another guy?
Well, the
Democrat here.
Democrats wouldn't allow anybody else on there for
Yeah,
them.
and
I
that's
mean,
my
now
thing.
Trump had a
So-
whole bunch, right? He had Nikki Haley, he had Ron DeSantis, he had a whole bunch of people running on
Is
the
Biden
Republican
running
side.
again?
Yeah, Biden's the only one on the docket. They wouldn't allow anybody else. The DNC would not allow anybody else. Now, here's another piece of news that we're going to talk about on Wednesday, but they're calling, it's like they're almost setting it up for Kamala Harris to resign because she has the worst approval rating of any vice president that's ever lived in the history of man. But so now you got the first woman of color, first woman and the first woman of color to be the vice president. And now the Democrats are going to call for her resignation. And there's talks that they might bring up Gavin Newsom to run with Biden because right now they're thinking that Biden doesn't have a chance with Kamala Harris. Now, Kamala Harris has the worst approval rating, and Biden's approval rating is really bad right now. I mean, well, sure, nobody likes him. He doesn't have one person that's like, except like left-wing lunatics who somehow convince themselves that Biden is a halfway decent person. Like no reasonable person could be like, yeah, that guy can do another 4 years. Like,
he'll be what, 84? 85?
I mean, the guy can't even get through. Can't even get through a speech. But I think the big disservice here in this story is that it makes you look bad when you get on Twitter or you get on X and you regurgitate the dictatorial bloodbath without giving it context that he was literally talking about the auto industry. It's going to be a bloodbath for the auto industry. It makes you look real stupid.
But you have to think too, you look at Twitter, what is it, 140 characters? So a lot of times he was getting the stuff that Trump would tweet. He needed more than 140 characters. Those 140 characters was killing him. I mean, everything he was saying, boy, Trump said that, He needed more than 140 characters.
They got a Biden border bloodbath. Now, look, here's one thing I want to talk about before we go. I think because the media did such an amazing job having bloodbath trend on Twitter and X and all over, all the headline news is about this bloodbath. I think Trump makes, I think the Trump marketing team makes a bloodbath t-shirt now. I think you have to have a bloodbath t-shirt.
The hat.
Right. I think it's another make America great again. But I think we make a bloodbath shirt, a bloodbath coffee mug. I think it goes off that because all the MAGA people, they're into that shit. And when you give something power, like the media lying about it and then getting caught lying about it, or being deceitful about it, it only empowers the MAGA crowd. And the MAGA crowd spends money. Trump made shoes. They sold out immediately. Trump makes Make America Great hats. You can't find
a gold shoe.
Yeah, he made like 800 pairs. Conservative Ant got a pair. Yeah. Okay. But the Conservative Ant, the dude, the gay dude that I podcast with on Wednesdays, he was actually at Mar-a-Lago with Trump and with the whole family this last week.
Say it again?
He was in Mar-a-Lago with the Trumps. He was a personal guest. It's the second time that they had him there. Conservative Ant, a podcast with him every Wednesday. Yeah, he's really good. He's a openly gay conservative.
I'm not gonna shake his hand since he touched Trump.
Yeah. It's pretty cool. But you know what, Miss Muhammad Ali, Khalila Ali, she's a Trump fan.
Are you gonna bring her back on?
I'd love to have her on. She was my favorite podcast that I've ever done in the whole history of life. So I might get her on again. Sorry,
bring her in studio.
Dude, I should. The crazy thing was, hey, listen, the crazy thing about her was she flew up here. I was freaking out, dude, because she came up here and she was like, I'm gonna come up here for like 2 days early. And I'm like, damn, man, because she's rich as fuck. And I'm thinking like she probably ain't staying in no shitty.
Layla Ali.
I was like, boy, she's not going to stay in any cheap hotel, and she's not, and we went out to dinner that first night, and she had she's like, I'm bringing my posse with me. She had security guards with her and everything, and they didn't eat, but like in my brain, I'm like, bro, how am I going to pay for this? And I was working for the Drinking Brothers Network, and I was like, dude, they're going to be so mad if I try to send them a bill for this. And dude, she paid. Not only did we plan on paying for her flight and her hotel, she paid for her flight, she paid for her hotel, and she bought me dinner both nights and wouldn't allow me to buy the dinner.
Awesome.
She was dope, dude. She's insanely great. So I'd love to have her back on. One of my favorite people. And Trump called her in the middle of the show. She took the call in the middle of the show. It was pretty.
Maybe we can get him on.
I did one for this. He came to sell my brain.
Call him up. Call him.
We'll call him. No, we'll get Khalila on. I'd love to get Khalila on.
Like Mr. Trump, president.
Here, we'll just say it. Like, go ahead, ask Miss Khalila Ali. Just say, Khalila Ali, will you come on our podcast?
Khalila Ali, will you please come on our podcast again?
I promise I won't ask you anything about your husband, former husband, Muhammad. It's gonna be all about you.
She don't care, dude. When I was there, she pulled out a Polaroid of Muhammad Ali and Elvis Presley.
Now,
She
now,
took.
I'm gonna tell you,
She has it in her
there
purse.
is
It
one
was
question
great.
I would love to ask her.
Oh, she would do. She talked
about this. About if Muhammad Ali, if he was still alive today, how would he feel, or a young Muhammad Ali would feel about Donald Trump?
Oh, I bet you he'd vote for him because he's anti-war, and Trump's anti-war, and the Democrats have proven to be very pro-war. But so is the Republicans. Like, that's the thing about Donald Trump is I don't think it's a Republican Democrat thing. I think that a lot of people are supporting Trump because they see for the first time that, you know, he was one of the only ones that come into office and not start any new wars. He dropped less bombs than everybody else, and the world was a more peaceful place while he was in it. And the minute he leaves, all of a sudden Haiti's gone to shit. You know, they just evacuated all the embassies in Haiti, and they overthrew the Haitian government over there. Ukraine went to shit, right? The Russians are overthrowing the Ukrainian government. Israel took over Hamas and Palestine. That went to shit. And now you've got Iraq starting shit back up with
What they doing in South Africa?
Iran and Syria. and
my daughter's sister-in-law lives there.
And then we had China talking about going after Taiwan yeah. So, I mean, you know, it really goes to show you that the military machine is what's controlling this right now. And Trump wasn't a part of the military machine. So, I mean, I think Muhammad Ali on principle, that's why I made that bright pink shirt that said veterans for peace, veterans for Trump, because it pisses people off. But it's like, okay, name another president in the last 15 years that has had more peace than Trump. You can't. He started no new wars. He dropped less bombs.
That's something I want to look into. If you out there, how many of our United States presidents actually was military, have a military background? Only one the last one that I remember was Reagan. I remember Reagan.
Well, Bush was a pilot.
Which one? Junior?
George Bush. Yeah, the 90s George Bush.
Oh, okay. But I remember Reagan. You know, Reagan was military, and then he became an actor, and he actually did, you know. Yeah, I mean, he just, everybody think, oh, he just entertainment, but he was military.
Theodore Teddy Roosevelt.
Yeah, how many of the United States presidents?
I guess I have to figure out how many of them
military.
It had to be quite a few. But, all right, man. Well, yeah. I mean, well, it says Diesel Tech says the Middle East has been fighting forever. Just let them keep fighting. Yeah, I tell Am to put Trump on the phone. That would be rad. That would be cool. T-Bones with Tansy return with Khalila Ali. No, it wasn't Layla Ali. It was Khalila Ali, the Muhammad's first wife.
Yeah.
And the one that gave him the name Muhammad Ali, the one that made him change his name to Cassius, from Cassius Clay to Muhammad Ali. Yep. She's also one that wrote the
first wife.
Mm-hmm. Khalila Ali. She was 14 when they started dating, when they met, and he married her when she was 16.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she said she wasn't gonna. She said she wouldn't. When he asked to date her, she said I won't date some man with the last name is Mud. He's like, it's not Mud, it's Clay. And she's like, you have to have a Muslim name if you're gonna marry me. And so he changed his name to Muhammad Ali.
Well, I mean, he had to change it.
And you know where he met her? She met Muhammad Ali at breakfast with Martin Luther King, Muhammad Ali, and Malcolm X, and her dad were all having breakfast together. And I was like, wait, what? And you know, that's how she got to meet him. It's an incredible story. She has just such
I remember, like I said, in the movie,
she was friends with Bruce Lee, bro. Oh, wow. She was friends with Bruce Lee. She was on Ebony magazine with her black belt when she was like a 4th degree din or some shit.
Bruce Lee was an honorary brother.
Was he really?
Yeah, everybody loved him. I mean, Bruce Lee, even if Bruce Lee been dead since how long? And all these new modern day fighters, MMA fighters.
Yeah, George H.W. was the pilot. Yeah. Well, hey guys, lots going on out there though. Oh yeah, we didn't get to the spring break getting canceled. Just know that a judge overruled that he overruled the yeah, it's hard to, yeah. I'll just go to it really quick. I'll just go for it really quick. Miami Beach court battle was underway Saturday afternoon after 3 South Beach nightclubs decided to challenge Miami Beach's new instated midnight curfew to crack down on spring break. So Miami Beach set a curfew because they wanted to break up with spring break. because last year it went nuts. It went crazy. Now they tried to make this a whole race thing, saying that Miami doesn't like black people because it was 90% black at the spring break last year, but it got out of hand. I mean, fighting, shooting, stabbing. So Miami said, we're not going to fucking do it. We're not going to do it. And so they canceled spring break and they set a curfew that everybody has to be closed by midnight. And people have to be off the streets. And so people were trying to claim that it was racist and this and that. And so they trying to challenge the courts, and it was overruled on Saturday. The curfew is in effect right now. So if you're going down to Miami, so it says, quote, we have implemented the strictest measures ever to protect life and property from stampedes, shootings, and stabbings that we have seen in the past years, told CSNBC's or CBS News Miami, Peter Doench. So I know we didn't get to really jump into it, but if you're thinking about going to Miami this week for spring break, it's canceled. Don't go. Go somewhere else.
Go to Myrtle Beach.
Or go to Miami. Just don't go there expecting all those shenanigans, which there shouldn't be that kind of shenanigans anyway. I mean, you shouldn't be acting like that.
Have you ever been to Miami?
So. Yeah, a few times.
It's nice.
I don't think I have.
What?
Yeah, I like Miami. I wouldn't live there.
My sister lived there. My sister actually, she's a nurse in Miami at one of the major hospitals there. And
but I had no desire to go there for spring break either. Destin spring break sucks too. I'm just not a big, I've just never been a part of the spring break thing.
I stayed home. I stayed home.
I mean, I go like camping or, go to the beach, but like not like a crazy party beach. I just wasn't a partier. But hey, guys, I hope you guys had a good night. Stay informed and entertained. We're coming back at you with some true crime tomorrow. Wednesday, big political news show. Again, that's the one that takes up all of our time for studying. And then a big case breakdown. And we got some things in the works. If you're still with us, hit that like and subscribe button. Give us a 5-star rating or review wherever you download your podcast. Keeps this thing going. If you want to be a paid member, please join our Patreon. Less than a cup of coffee a month. It's only $3, and it really goes to a good cause. Informing and entertaining police 5 days a week, all year long. Thank you guys for being here with us tonight. Until next time, guns up and giddy up.
Peace.